I'm disgusted. Trina, girl, your slip is showing. Now, I've tried to support Trina and her marriage to Swerve. I've even made excuses for him. But the way he treated her real cousin in real life, Bobby Lytes, is outrageous. And the lack of care from Trina was despicable. Swerve would have never done that to Trick or any other masculine man. He wouldn't have tried that at all. Now, Bobby is messy, a tad bit classless, but he didn't deserve for Trina's husband of just a few months to pour a drink over his head. And Trina did absolutely nothing other than sit there like it's a regular Tuesday. But we'll get back to her. Hot Topic, honey, doing what she do best, and that is being overly involved in Trina's marriage. And now she's trying to place the blame on Bobby. Granted, Bobby did initially tell Hot Topic about the anonymous email, and he attempted to tell Trina, and she shut it down. And guess what happened after that? After that, we heard nothing else from Bobby. But Hot Topic, on the other hand, she couldn't seem to mind her damn business. Now, Trina's brother is meeting up with Hot Topic because he thinks she's been unfairly maligned with this Trina and Swurv thing. Okay, Snoop is clearly thinking with the head inside his skinny jeans because Hot Topic has been responsible for all this mess. This heifer went looking for dirt until she found it. So they meet up with Trina's husband again. Okay, and Hot Topic tells him that the real problem is ever since he got with Trina, she's been distant. And that is the reason that, she's trying to sabotage their relationship. She's doing it out of spite, not from jealousy. At least I don't think. Now, Hot Topic says she's trying to get to the bottom of things and find out what his true intentions are. So Swerve said, well, he trying to figure out why a friend is hating on the marriage, but the marriage ain't hating on the friend. Ooh. And he said that it sounds like she's mad about their marriage. And I'm sitting here thinking, what is she going to accomplish with these repetitive interrogations? Hot Topic is really sitting there asking him, what are your intentions for the 100th time? Like he suddenly is just going to spill the tea and say, you know what, you're right. I'm using Trina. Girl, be serious. So Swerve says that he don't owe any loyalty to anyone outside of his wife. And I hate to say it, he's right. Now, Hot Topic is saying that she wants what's best for Trina. But what's best for Trina is for her to stay out of her marriage. She's not helping being overly involved. All she's doing is causing even more of a distance between them. So she's lying to Swerve and telling him that Bobby started this whole mess. And she's just lying. It was her. She the one went looking for the baby mama. She the one that exposed the marriage certificate or marriage license. So then she says Swerve may not care, but Trina will. So not only is she trying to sabotage Trina's marriage, she's now trying to sabotage Trina's relationship with Bobby, which is already rocky. Okay, Bobby is on thin ice. And that's the last thing he needs is to have a blow up with Trina, which will happen the next episode. This is the type of person that Hot Topic is. She cannot be trusted. But meanwhile, Shay meets up with Ching. Okay, Zoe is about to enter the room. Shay is expecting an apology from Zoe because she feels that Zoe's sister lying about being pregnant is one of the reasons she and Fabo is not together, child. Shay is so delusional, girl. She believed her own lies. So it has nothing to do with Fabo being in her home, okay, living under her roof, talking to plenty of women. It has nothing to do with Fabo disrespecting her mother. I think he even called her mother a bitch. Don't quote me on it, but I believe he did. Listen at me, Shay, and listen at me clearly. Zoe don't owe you shit. You owe her an apology for talking shit behind her back. Because remember, when Zoe showed her the pregnancy test, what did she say? When the bitch brought me the pregnancy test, hell, I thought it was for her. She looked 6 months pregnant. Like, really? You body shamed her, heifer. Zoe didn't lie about the pregnancy test. Her sister did. So Shay expects Zoe to basically disown her own damn sister. Girl, get real. Just because you disown your own mama does not mean Zoe's gonna do the same. I cannot stand Shay, how she treated her mother. First of all, Shay's mother was babysitting. This sounds weird, but she was babysitting the dog for a certain amount of time. When it was time to return the dog, Shay wouldn't accept it because Fabo didn't want the dog in the house. A house he's not paying for. Okay, a house he ain't paying not damn bill. And I don't care what nobody say, he did not buy that Tesla for Shay. It was given to him from his sugar mama and he gave it to Shay. But he didn't buy nothing. But anyway, Zoe and Shay ended up apologizing to each other. They hugged it out, but Zoe, honey, don't trust her. She snaked her mama, she'll snake you. Please don't trust her. Meanwhile, honey, Amara meets up with Allan to discuss co-parenting. I put that in quotes. Look at your neighbor and say again. Allan ain't trying to co-parent. Allan is in Miami trying to co-kick some ass. Amara didn't even know he was in Miami until Marlon told her. That man ain't thinking about them kids. Talking about he want the twins to meet their other siblings when he barely around his damn self. And Amara, you might want to stop meeting up with Allan to discuss co-parenting. What's the point when he's not putting in any effort and he's not showing up? And I low-key kind of think Amara may be meeting up with Allan for her own self. I'm just saying. So now we're at Trina's 3rd, 4th, 5th wedding celebration for her and Swerve, honey. And she is dropping a new single that's featuring her husband. So she says she hoped the song inspires everyone at the party to be booed up and happy, just like she and Swurv is. Trina said her husband told her that he met up with Hawt Topic and she heard that Bobby was the one stirring the pot about her marriage. Trina girl, you knew this already. Bobby came to you directly about that email. He told you once and you never heard it again. Hawt Topic is the one stirring the pot. And every time Hawt Topic showed up to support Trina, what happened? She was always getting kicked out. Why? Because she was doing too much. But I guess now because Trina's husband said Bobby was the one stirring the pot, she believes him. And Trina, I hate to say this, but this man might not be around for too long. But then again, when you're desperate like Trina, you'll hold on to a marriage as long as you can just to prove everybody wrong. So Trina gonna hold on to this one. But honey, Hawt Topic shows up to Trina's party to support her. But the only thing that's on her mind is vengeance and causing ruckus. So this heifer had the nerve to tell Trina, don't have nobody at your event trying to sabotage your marriage and then trying to put it all on me. Hawt Topic is all in Bobby's face saying that he came to her with the email, which he did. And then said he went missing after that and made it seem like she was being messy. But you were. You the one tracked down his baby mama. And then lied and said you saw it in the comments under a blog. Where at? Because ain't nobody else seen it but you. Then she says she's the only bitch with the balls that can say what everybody else can't say. Well, Hawt Topic, what is that? Like, I really want to know, like, what can you say that everybody can't that you said? Because you ain't said shit. All you've been doing is running your damn mouth, being messy, and calling it being real. You ain't real, you messy. If anybody is trying to sabotage Trina's marriage, it's you. And Trina, girl, I'm disgusted. You sit there and let this sassy Okay, we'll get there. So Bobby and Hawt Topic are going back and forth. Swerve stands his ass up. And Trina tells him don't get involved. So he said, we ain't doing this at the party. We ain't doing this. He said, Hawt Topic spoke her truth and Bobby, you heard her. So Bobby is trying to clear his name and try to stand up for himself. So Swerve, punk ass, said, y'all motherfuckers disrespecting me. Talking about Bobby. And said, Bobby, fuck what you talking about. And poured a drink over his head. First of all, you corny as hell. What man throws a drink on another man? You are sassy at its finest. And Trina, girl, how many men are you going to let come in between you and Bobby? Yes, Bobby is messy, but he had no part to this. This was all Hawt Topic. Child, Trina is in what you call dangerously in love. Ain't nothing you can tell her about her man. So now Trina is beefing with her cousin because her soft-ass husband is. Swerve, you a bitch and you a clown. And Trina, you're more of an airhead than he is. Your husband was comfortable pouring that drink over Bobby's head because you talked shit about him the moment he came home and said that he met up with Hot Topic with her messy ass. And I can tell you right now, Trina's not going to tell him he's wrong because she didn't feel the deadbeat was wrong for abandoning his kids. So I know she ain't going to think he's wrong for pouring a drink over a grown man's head. But Bobby, you might want to keep your distance from Trina. Like, only person she cares about is herself and the man she's with whenever she's in a relationship. Because like I said earlier, this isn't the first time this has happened. A man is always coming in between Trina and her cousin. And it ain't always Bobby. I don't know. I don't know, but Swerve was wrong. But of course, Trina won't admit it. And Swerve probably really looking at himself on TV and thinking he did his big one. He probably think he look real tough. You don't. You really don't. You look crazy. Like, what would possess a grown-ass man to pick up a cup and pour it over another grown-ass man's head? Y'all, that is the end of this video. If you made it this far, I hope you did. Give the video a thumbs up. Leave your thoughts in the comments. Bye.